Trail Monkey.
Well, this is exciting. I am here in Damascus. Very, very excited to be here. I am, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stay at a trail hostel tonight. Tomorrow, the Outfitters is going to drop me off a few days south of here, and I'm going to hike back here. But when I get back here, the trail comes down right by the parking lot where my car is going to be for free. And right next to that is the giant field for tent camping, where I'll be camping out in those 2 days. So I'll have my car nearby when I get back, and I'll have my tent set up here in the big park, and I'll be able to just enjoy trail days here for a couple days before I head back home. So that is exciting. What a cool little town. I'll get some good video of Little Town later. I'm going to go check in to my trail hostel here. Damascus is a real cool little town. I'm staying here at the Hiker Inn. Let me show you the Hiker Hostel in the back. They've got kind of a neat setup back here. They got a bunkhouse. There's a little carport area to hang out in. I got a bunkhouse here. And then with 4 bunks and a bathroom. And then there's a little kitchen area here. And then there's a private room in the back. So for 25 bucks, I got the private room in the back because I'm going to snore tonight. And I need to be up and out tomorrow at 6:30 so that I can walk down to the Outfitters and get my 8:30 shuttle to drop me back off on the trail. So tomorrow's going to be a real leisurely day walking on the trail. I'll probably be on the trail by 10 o'clock. I'm not doing that many miles. So that will be nice. I'm going to go ahead and get all moved in and get my food set up and all that for the next few days. Okay, I am at Bobo McFarland's in Damascus eating dinner. Check this dinner out. Okay. Cheesy, rich potato bacon soup. A rare steak topped with blue cheese, coleslaw, green beans, and a Blue Moon adult beverage. I'm going to eat this up and go back and take me a nap until it's time to get up in the morning and head out on the trail. What a great little town. Okay, that was an amazing dinner. I waddled back here. It's about 7 o'clock and I'm going to go to sleep because I've got to get up in 12 hours. I wanted to show you, though, some of the things that this hostel provides. It's pretty typical of what most hostels, well, at least what they should provide to the hikers. Because remember, hikers aren't carrying very much with them, and when they get to a place, they need everything, really. So let me show you some of what they provide here. There's a little kitchen area here with a microwave and a refrigerator. There's no sink to wash dishes, but I guess they do them for you. They put them here. And then a full set of dishes, extra pillows, sheets, silverware, which is really nice. And then they provide some OR scrubs here of different sizes so that you can put them on while you do your laundry. Because most hikers are only carrying maybe one extra set of clothes, so that way you can wash all of your clothes. And of course, coffee and a coffee pot. Many places have a hiker box. That's where you can leave things behind you don't want, and you can take freely whatever things you see here that you do need. There's food and first aid equipment and medication, some games, some other necessities, some like rain gear. You never know what you're going to find in a hiker box, but just things that are wonderful because you can't carry all this stuff. Then in the bathroom here, got real towels here. And of course all the little hotel soaps and shampoos that lots of us collect from all over so we can leave them behind at places like this. Pretty cool. Good morning. It is the start of day 4. Just left the hiker hostel. Ooh, shadow. Very dramatic. And I am walking down to the outfitter store where a shuttle is going to bring me south on the trail, and I'll hike back here. That way my car's waiting for me when I get here, and I can set up my tent and tent camp here during trail day. So absolutely beautiful, beautiful weather. I was able to leave some of my gear behind to lighten my pack, and we're walking down the main street through, I almost said Hot Springs, North Carolina. That was a long time ago. Through Damascus, Virginia. A lot of these beautiful little homes here are now trail hostels and bed and breakfasts. But just the most quaint little town you'd ever want to see here. Alrighty, I've been dropped off here at Tennessee 91. Man, it is gorgeous. It's about 72 degrees. Bright sky. Look at this beautiful blue sky. Oh. This is gorgeous. Alright, so let's hike back into town. Turn around here, I'll show you what the trail looks like. Okay, this is funny. There's a gate here, because I think you're going through private property here on the trail. They've got this fancy little mechanism here for the gate, so the animals can't get out. I must have fought with this thing for about 6 minutes until I figured out that all you do is lift up on the ring and slide the gate through. Brilliant. I'm no smarter than a cow, but I did figure it out. It's cool also because this is, oh look, instructions. I'm dumber than I thought. Anyway, this part of the trail is a handicap accessible part of the trail, which is pretty amazing. Look at this view. There's mountains there, came down over those. Heading across the field and back up into the mountains. Whew, gorgeous. Sometimes trees fall across the trail. Check this out. They cut steps up into this one. Then you step up over it and continue on down the trail. It's a pretty big tree. Very cool. I've stopped here at Double Gap Shelter just to have a bit of lunch. Some tuna, some beef jerky, some peanuts, some cheese. The normal lunch. And met a real nice father and son. Kids maybe about 8, 9. And they're hiking a little section today for a few days up to Damascus. And met another real nice young man. He's just graduated from high school. He's only 17. And he's homeschooled, graduated early, and he's doing a through hike. He's doing the whole thing. So seemed like a really exceptional young man. So we walked together and hiked for a while, and then I figured I was slowing him down. He was nice enough to hike slow to have a conversation with this old monkey fart. But he, sorry, I amused myself. But then I told him to go ahead. I was going to catch a breather, and he flew. So he's hiking all the way into Damascus today. So he's going to do a whole lot of miles today. And met another guy who I've met earlier on the trail. So just sitting here relaxing a little bit, really taking my time, leisurely going into Damascus over the next couple days. No rush, no agenda, just really, I think I'm going to find maybe go another 3 or 4 miles. And there's a stream up there according to the map. And I'll find a little clearing or do some stealth camping and just find a spot to set up my tent for the night. And I think I'll just hang out there for tonight and enjoy just getting some camping time in and such. But just an absolutely gorgeous day. Bright, sunshiny. It maybe is up to about 78 now. But it won't get much hotter. And no rain forecasted until Friday, and I'll be in Damascus by Friday. So that is all for now on this little update. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. A couple more miles in. Here's a real pretty view. Nice field and trees, and I'll zoom in.
You see a little town down there. That's Shady Valley. And I drove through there this morning on my way to be dropped back off on the trail. Shows you kind of what a clear, beautiful day it is. I'm heading down to Low Gap now, a couple more miles. Trail's real easy right now, as you can see. It's just dirt and roots. And then it alternates with that and rocky, gravelly, and back to dirts and roots again. When I get down there to Low Gap, there's a creek, and I'll get water and refill there. If I don't fall off the trail and break my neck. Hey there. Doing all right. Okay, I'm down here at Low Gap. And a nice stone picnic table. Was able to get a phone signal and call home. And let's sit here about another 20 minutes. I'm gonna have some tuna for lunch. Tuna and cheese and nuts and, lunch. And then hike on. The next shelter is 4.5 miles. So I might do that. I get that. I could probably get in around 6 o'clock. There's a water source there, even though it's supposed to be difficult to access because it's like straight downhill, 0.2 miles. But it doesn't look like there's any water between here and there, which is going to make tent camping between the two difficult. There's a little stream here, a piped stream here. Let me show you what that looks like. Now, normally you might park in a road crossing like this and see that and think it's a ditch or something not drinkable, but that's coming right out of the mountain. Somebody shoved a pipe way up in there and it's hit a spring and it's coming right out of this mountain here, so it's about as clean could be. So that's where the trail comes down, and then you cross the road over there where those cars are parked over there. Some folks probably out for a day hike, and you pick back up on the trail over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill up my water all the way, because it might be about 4.5, 5 miles to the shelter, and there might not be water between the two. I came across an old AT shelter that's not maintained anymore, and it's not recommended that you stay in it, but it's a cool little shelter. It's Queen's Knob Shelter, and it's at, let me see what miles this, 457.4, I think. 457.4. Yeah, that would make sense. So now I have about less than half a mile, about 0.4 mile, downhill to get to a little road crossing, and I'm gonna drop my pack there and have a snack and rest just a little bit. It's about 5:45 right now, and then I have 1 mile after that up over the last little hill for today, and that'll take me to the shelter that I'll be staying near tonight. And that's the last shelter on this section of the trail before getting to Damascus. I hadn't planned on doing 11.5 miles today, but the day was beautiful and I felt good, and so I'm doing it a little farther than I'd planned. I should say also that this section is pretty much a ridge walk, meaning you're on top of the mountain, and instead of going up and down mountains, you're walking with the mountain on the ridge of it. So you have less up and downs, but it also gives you neat views because you've got a mountain view from that side and one from this side, and you're walking right over the tops of them. Sometimes you have a pretty steep drop off on both sides sometimes. Not so much for this stretch right here. But the trail is different every mile. Okay, it's a little after 7. I made it to the shelter. It's right behind me. Now I have to walk 0.2 mile down a very steep hill to get to water. I was a little concerned because there's an app that some of us use on the trail that kind of gives you updates on trail conditions. And the last postings is that this water source was no good. It was dried up or it was contaminated. And the next source of water from here is another 8 miles. So I was very worried about that because I've got about that much left to cook dinner and get through the night and get to the next water source. And I could do it. I would just eat a dry dinner and really ration it, chew gum, do things like that, ration it. But I'm very, very happy that there is water here. But it's down a very steep blue trail. The blue trails are the side trails. Let me show you. I don't see that you can really see how steep this is without perspective, but you can see a little blue trail blaze on the tree up there. And it's 0.2 miles down, which of course means it's 0.2 miles up. So, little chipmunks running all over the place. But I'm very grateful. I've been praying all the way here that the water source would be good and that we would all have plenty of water for tonight. So that's fantastic. Gonna get all the way down there, fill up, hike the 0.2 miles back up to the shelter, set up my tent. It should be getting dark by then. And I will definitely be breaking the hiker midnight rule. Hiker midnight is everything's quiet after 8 o'clock so everybody can sleep, but I still have to cook dinner. I'll set up my tent a little bit away. Nobody's in the shelter right now. Everybody's tenting. All right, I'm going to put away the camera so I don't fall down the hill. Okay, that was fun. I hear the water. Now let's just look around and see if we can find the water. There it is. Someone was nice enough to put a little PVC pipe in there. Oh, that's got a pretty good trickle to it. Oh yeah, it's got about a 9-inch drop. I only need about a 5-inch drop to fill this thing up. I'm gonna drink up all the water I have and fill it up and walk back up the hill. Okay, well, an end of a really nice day. I'm in my tent, my tarp tent, which I love very much. And I'm just gonna lay here and play some solitaire until I fall asleep. It's about 9:30. And get up in the morning. I still don't know whether I'm going to hike the rest of the way into Damascus or it's only like 12 miles, but I don't know if I'm going to split that up in 2 days and just relax for a while on the trail. Not sure. See what tomorrow brings. But a great day. Meet some real nice people here, have dinner together, tell some stories. So always fun to talk with other hikers. And it's the end of another day.